Well, good morning, and good morning, boys and girls, citizens of all ages. Welcome into the Power Hour here on Planet Radio 106.7. It is 8:02 Friday morning. Got a couple guests hanging out with us, Amber and Hank. Going to get to them in just a bit. I believe Brock White Lyons is supposed to hang out today. The over-under on the time, I think I'm going to say 8:06 again, and I'm going to go with the over of 8:06 this morning. But we got some cool stuff playing this morning, some cool stuff to talk about inside the Power Hour. Also, we got to say thank you to the sponsors of the morning show. Got to say thanks to our friends over at Acadiana Tire, 214 West Canal Street in Church Point. If your tires are getting slick, go and see Big Hick. He'll get it done for you. Very excited for them. They have an addition to their building. They're going to be offering more services. We're going to be talking about that very, very soon. But thanks to Acadiana Tire. Also, we got to say thanks to our friends over at Heritage Housing in Jennings, right off I-10, the frontage road. You can't miss him. Our guy, Drew Doge, he's back over there. He is getting it done, getting people in brand new manufactured homes, finding land, getting them financed. HeritageHousing.net is their website. Also, Acadian Total Security, the official security provider of the morning show. Here's what you need to do. Go to TotalSecurity.com/Chris, and then you use the promo code Chris, and you can get a free camera upgrade, the AI camera upgrade. There's so much technology going on, and they are on top of it over at Acadian Total Security. So go to that landing page specifically, and that's where you can get your deal, and that is AcadianTotalSecurity.com/Chris. Also, got to say thanks to the Bead King over at Bead Busters, 4909 Cameron Street in Scott. Mardi Gras will be here before you know it. He is the one guy you need to go see. Only one location. Again, 4909 Cameron Street in Scott. And I think there's still time for you to go and ask him about these customized beads. So if you want something like for your business, whatever you have a nonprofit, or you're part of a crew and maybe you want your own picture on your own beads, the Bead King can do that for you. And even he's been doing some wedding related beads where brides and grooms are putting their picture on beads and throwing them out or giving them for a keepsake for weddings. But there's one name and one person you need to know at one location, and that's the Bead King, Bead Busters, 4909 Cameron Street in Scott. Also, we're coming to you live from the Logic Refrigeration and AC Services studio. If you have a commercial business, if you have a restaurant, if you have a grocery store, convenience store, even if you have a bar, they can take care of everything from all the HVAC stuff, the refrigeration. They can take care of the air conditioning. They can take care of your daiquiri machine, your icy machine, your slushy machine. They can get it done, and that is Logic Refrigeration and AC Services. Here's a number to call Seth, 337-242-1000. And last but not least, got to say thanks to Guillory Chiropractic, 610 Gilboa Road in Lafayette on West Canal Street in Church Point. There are two locations for you to go see, Dr. John and Dr. Cross. If you're in pain, they can help. Neck pain, headaches, back pain, sciatica, nerve pain, disc bulges, wrist and hand pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, you name it, they can help you. And they can also get you on the water massage bed. That's very popular over at Guillory Chiropractic too. And you can do heated massage. You can do cool massage. They have electrical muscle stimulation. They can do ultrasounds. It is Guillory Chiropractic. And here's the number to call them. Set up your appointment, 337-684-5860. Now, I told you we had some special guests inside the studio this morning. We're going to bring them on. We have Amber and we have Hank from Main Street, Crowley.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hank, I want to apologize, my man. I was clowning around a little bit with Hank earlier. He walked in first at about 7:30 this morning, and I was like, What are you doing here? And he's like, I'm here for an interview. And I'm like, man, I don't have anybody scheduled today. But I remember from the last time, Hank, he said he likes to clown around and have some fun. So I figured I'd give it back to him. Yeah. we were talking about something.
He was going to join the show anyway.
I'll keep you occupied till you get busy.
Yeah, we're talking about a whole bunch of stuff and what's going on downtown Crowley, and I know that you guys always have a lot. It's like there's always a fun event for people who live in Crowley, a lot of good family fun, and that's what's coming up, next weekend, correct?
Yes, next Saturday. We have a fun-filled morning. I'm going to put it morning. Well, I mean, I guess you can say day because there's other events happening, not with our organization, but other events happening in the city that same day as well. But we have Kids Day. So this is about our 7th or 8th year we've been doing Kids Day, and we completely shut down Main Street to where we have roughly now 75 activities and events and vendors within
75?
within a 5-block radius.
Okay.
At this point, so it's a lot. It's a
we
lot.
got thousands of little kids.
Oh my God, so much stuff for the kids, so much stuff for the families. We have our record number of fun jumps this year.
Okay.
We're doing a Dunkin' booth again this year, 2 petting zoos, a game zone, which is new. So our entire, if you're familiar with downtown Crowley, we have a little courtyard. We're opening that up, and that'll be the game zone is what we call it. We have a toddler zone that's specifically, age regulated for those smaller little kids coming in. It's just a wonderful day for families to come out.
I asked you off the air, like, hey, is this going on in the park? And you said, no, it's going on downtown. It's going to be in the street.
It's in the street, yeah.
It's going to be blocked off, and no cars will be able to pass.
Amber's going to be working the street.
That's where you're going to be.
You'll see Hank riding in his golf cart, making sure everybody's acting appropriately. And if you're not, you might get squirted with a water gun. But
is that what you're going to carry around, Hank? Yeah,
probably will. I think I do have.
That might be a good idea. It might be a little warm, but no, we shut down the street. We all the way from the courthouse, south of the courthouse, all the way to First Street, which is by First National Bank, and it's completely blocked full of activities, events, vendors selling stuff, vendors giving businesses will come and set up vendor spot and just hand stuff out at that point or have an activity.
Who's in the Dunkin' booth? Is it you, Hank? Are you getting in there? Are you getting some action?
To get
It's
him
4
in the
foot
Dunkin'
tall.
booth.
I drown.
He drowned. Yeah.
Can you swim?
I can float.
They would have to lower the level of the water for you to get in there.
If my wife remembers to bring my floaties, maybe.
We have some other volunteers. We got it covered just in case. D from Weird Cuts has graciously donated his time again. I think he enjoys that, where he can haggle the kids. He's a great sport.
Yeah.
And then I think we have another volunteer that signed up.
What about Chad? What about the mayor? The mayor?
We did get him once, but
Come on.
He did it once 2 years ago for us, but I
and the
tried. But
they didn't last very long.
he's like, I've been there, done that. I'm over that.
But it sounds like a lot of fun, and like 75 different what do we call it? Different activities for the kids to do.
Yeah, activities. There's games. They can win prizes. There's petting zoos. There's, like I said, there's businesses that just want to be a
They
part.
can have popcorn,
Popcorn,
popsicles,
cotton candy.
cotton candy.
There's some school fundraisers
And they're
happening
free.
where
Yeah,
they're
most of
setting
that,
up.
most of it's free.
Mo-
Now, they have
okay.
some people that are selling stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of like the police department is doing a bunch of free stuff. Fire department is doing free stuff, and that's just give back stuff. It's our give back day where we
this
give.
is one of our give back
It's our
days.
thank you to all the merchants and the people who support us throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have First National Bank as our title sponsor. They put up the big money to get it on. We have 2 gold sponsors this year, which we never have before, and that'll be ShopRite and Oshner General Hospital. They put up bucks to sponsor the petting zoos,
Okay.
and it's very important. And then we have, I don't know how many.
Oh my God, there's
silver-
there's so many
we
to count.
probably have so
at
many
this point.
silver sponsors, another 10 silver sponsors.
Yeah.
So we got pretty much.
They tend to fight over who can get the most fun, especially for Kids Day. For some reason, everybody loves Kids Day and wants to come participate. So we're like, the more the merrier. It's our biggest year.
That was going to be my next question: is how much? How the event is free,
The event is free,
so you
to
can
attend and
show
do
up
activities. Yes.
and do that for free. But as Hank said, there might be some vendors selling items.
There's
that
going to
you'll-
be food vendors.
We have
There's
a lady
gonna
from
be-
here that comes sell pepper jelly. It's
Yeah.
very good, and I buy it every year.
Yeah, there's somebody bringing crocheted plushies and 3D toys.
Stuff that you
Like I said, there's
can't
going to
get
be
anywhere.
like a couple of the Girl Scouts are selling barbecue po' boys.
Okay.
That's a fundraiser for them. We have Midland High's dancers, the Rebels, will come and sell barbecue burgers. That's a fundraiser for them. Yeah, so we have a couple little fundraiser booths going on. So yeah, they can grab some food, grab some, some stuff will be free, and then some stuff, if you want the good stuff.
And we're open. We're only
little
there
more
from
filling stuff.
9 to 12.
Yes.
At 12, we open the streets up so the vendors can tear down. But one block further down on Main Street, they're having the rice and gravy cook-off and
car
a
show.
car show for rice
For
and
Rice
car
Festival.
show. So all
All of Main Street is going to be full.
Okay, there's going to be a lot going on next Saturday.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
there's another fundraiser on the
At
other
Huff
side
Power
of town at
Park
Huff
on my
Power
side.
Park that they're trying to raise money for to redo the park.
Okay.
They're
then that
graciously
night-
agreed to
that
start
night
after
is,
our event ends.
that
So
night-
like
Okay.
everybody can, if you want to continue the party, go to Huff Power Park because they're doing a fundraiser to resurface the tennis courts to make them into nice basketball courts.
Okay.
It needs some work, and so some citizens have gotten together along with a church in that area to come together, put this little fun day. It's going to have vendors and all kinds of other stuff. They're going to have music and whatnot too. So they've come together.
Yeah,
as
whole
a little part of the
fun-filled
community.
day in
Oh my God,
Crowley.
there's so much going on in
Elvis
Crowley that day.
Impersonator is playing that night, I think, at the Opera House.
Yes, and then there's something at the Opera House at night at 3 and
Okay.
7.
Now, Brock White Lyons is here, co-host of the show.
I am.
He just rolled up.
Welcome,
on
y'all. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
This is the best morning radio show in Acadia, and I'm not sure if y'all been made aware
I
of
listen
that.
every morning, so we good.
That's good. Okay, well,
Good.
I'm glad to have you listening.
They need a couple people for the Duncan booth
Oh,
next
you
Saturday.
said
Are
you
you
were
are you
Right.
good with
Let me
that?
look at my
Yes.
schedule. Let's see.
Watch, he's
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
So not this
27th.
Saturday,
Not this
27.
Saturday, next Saturday.
but the next. So that's the
And
27th.
then at
Yes.
9:45.
Man, I don't have anything on my calendar, but I know that there's supposed to be something there. I do.
That date
you don't want
sounds
to come and
familiar.
handle kids? Come on.
Nah, I love the children. I will not get wet for them, though. No, I will do other things if y'all want.
It's gonna be hot. It may cool you off.
It might cool
Cool
me
you
off.
off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't
Whatever.
guarantee how clean the water will be after a couple
Right.
of
I think
couple
I'd be
of
better
times
off
going in and
on
out.
the board with you guys rather than in the
We
dunk. I have a
are
lot
the
of ideas for Crowley. I have tons of good ideas for Crowley. Y'all want to hear some?
Hey, we might make that happen at this point.
Hank said
No.
no. Hank said this is the first time I
We're
got
open. I mean,
Amber, can I at least pitch a couple things to
Look,
you?
she's hard to hear. She ain't hear you.
He's running for mayor of Youngsville.
I am
He
running
has-
for mayor
he
of
has
Youngsville.
so many ideas.
I have a lot of ideas. I'm willing to share them with smaller communities. I know a lot about Crowley. I don't know if y'all know this, that y'all are actually the birthplace of one of my favorite rappers, Pimp C. Did y'all know this?
no, we did not.
Okay, so this is ridiculous to me that we don't have a statue of Pimp C in Crowley. And then when I'm mayor of Youngsville, we're gonna put that statue of Pimp C right there in Crowley, pocket full of stones. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Come
look,
on.
I ran for Pope last year.
Really?
I mean, I almost won.
I voted for you.
At least we got it. They had a sign in my front yard. And I
I
had
created him a little graphic, and then former mayor decided to print that graphic up and
Nice.
stick it
made
in
a
his
sign,
yard.
and while we were in Shreveport at another
everybody-
conference,
everybody
he
knew.
went and put it in my front yard. So I left it there until after the election. But I said, well, we did accomplish two things. I said, they said we'd never have a pope from the United States. I got him across the border.
There you go.
And now he's a provost. Now he's from Chicago, but he probably got relatives in Raymond.
Yeah, he's
he does.
connected
So
somewhere
I got,
around here. Yeah.
I got him 6 miles from Crowley. Nobody's ever done that, so I'm taking credit for it.
That's true. Thank you. Thank you, Hank. Look at that.
Hey, hang on.
Give me applause,
studio
Chris,
audience,
please.
yeah?
Studio audience reacting to Hank's getting us a Cajun Pope. Good job, Hank. Another thing I
help
thought
us.
that could be good for downtown Crowley, something that really solidifies the city. It lets you know you're in a good downtown area, that things are happening. There's homeless people. And I notice every time I go to Crowley, no one's begging me for money or anything. Trump's going to clean out New Orleans. I'm thinking maybe we get 5 or 6 real charismatic homeless for Crowley. What do y'all think of that?
I don't know about that.
Real charismatic ones that dress up like statues or play
Yeah.
buckets or something.
Oh,
We have
okay.
'em.
Well,
Oh, we
maybe.
can put a bucket on them. But
All right, these are ideas. I'm just spitballing out
they
here.
disappear. The bayou might get full.
Oh man! So the event is next Saturday.
Next
Okay.
Saturday.
The 27th.
9 o'clock in the morning until noon.
Yes.
Now that's for y'all event, the
That's our
kids
event.
day, right?
Yep, kids
but
day.
but there's a lot going on in Crowley, which we talked about, the rice and gravy cook-off and the
That
car
starts
show
at 11.
for
Like,
the
they'll start
That's for the
right before
International
for the
we
Rice
Rice
Festival.
Festival. Yes.
And then the other cook-off for the Huff Power Park, that is going on after.
That's going on at noon. Starts at noon.
Yep. And 75 activities for the kids. Like, does anybody have to sign up, or it's just show up?
You
Show
just
up.
show up.
Okay.
Yep. Show
Trying to
up.
make it as easy for everybody to understand as possible.
That's right.
show up and stay out my way so I don't run over you.
Okay, you're going to be the one
I'm
riding
gonna be the
around in
one
the
on
golf cart.
Look
Okay.
for his tie-dye T-shirt on a golf cart, and that's Hank.
Luckily, Hank doesn't start drinking till 1, y'all. So it's okay. It's gonna be over
He
at
had
12.
old-fashioned Friday the night before, so
This afternoon
He'll be good to go
Friday.
Saturday.
Oh, but I like that about Acadia Parish. Y'all got a real laid back culture. No school on Fridays. I say all the adults
No,
get drunk.
Mondays. It's
No,
Mondays
oh,
now.
it's Mondays.
They
we have
switched
the
it on
extended
us.
weekend. Yeah.
Oh, well, because I had a smooth ride in. Maybe they were already in there. The car rider line was finished and everything. Usually their car rider line's running.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mir's slacking. I think Mir's off today. I don't know.
Maybe they have a teacher in service.
I don't want to start, I don't want to bust anybody, but I don't
Yeah.
think Mir's at school today. I just passed by.
they might have taken the day
They
off.
took Hank's, what'd you call it, Hank? What's the day called?
Old-fashioned Friday.
Old-fashioned
Old-fashioned
Friday.
Friday.
But it actually
Yeah.
doesn't start till 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
At 4 o'clock, all my doors are unlocked, and people just come in
Yep.
and get old-fashioned
Really?
Really?
on Friday afternoon.
In Crowley.
Yep. No charge.
I like an old fashioned now.
What kind of
I
whiskey
had one
we
yesterday.
use?
They love
We
their
have a lot of
old-fashioned.
different kind of
A lot of different kind of whiskey.
Generally, we use Makers or Jim Beam Black.
Well, I would have thought maybe a JT
He hides the
Millette. I
good
thought y'all
stuff.
would have gone with the local.
Too expensive.
Too expensive. You're right. That's why I stopped buying it too.
I
ain't
am
gonna
giving
lie.
it. I'm giving all this away.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
No
Yeah.
charge for it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, you got to. I
But-
operate within a budget. With my wife.
Maker's Mark is a good whiskey for an old fashioned.
It is. But I want to put a call out to JT Millette, and I didn't do it. Hank did. He brought it up. Okay. I was
They
a
wanna
big
donate
fan.
some.
I was a big fan, Chris, of their vodka. I was buying it over Tito's for years, and then they changed their price point by $2. Was it worth it for y'all, JT Millette? Because I'm back on Tito's now. I hope it was worth it.
Maybe we can get you sponsored by
I happen to
JT.
know JT Millette, they already making money off of the rice, and then they turning it into, they should give it away, if anything.
You think?
Yeah.
Free booze. Yeah.
They already made money off of the rice. They double dipping. All right. It should be the cheapest vodka around.
Yeah.
It is delicious. I'll say that. It's
It is.
sweet, like
And
sake.
the bourbon's good
is.
too. We started with some of that, but when you're giving it away, you can only afford to give away. Well, we'll go through 2 or 3 fifths of bourbon on a Friday.
Now, how they making bourbon out of rice though? That's what blows my mind. We don't know.
no
Okay,
idea.
no one knows.
Yeah,
That's
their-
a whole
that's
process
their
out of
thing.
both
That's
my
Max.
pay grade.
I don't know.
We'll have to get them on the show and ask them.
Yeah. I like them.
I'm on the other end of the
Right, you're on the other end of the chain. You know how to turn it into something else, huh?
right.
You turn the whiskey.
And dude, something else that may go down. Amber was telling me this before we started the show.
Okay.
She is willing to play Shock Jock Jeopardy with you.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
As soon as I heard a
That's what
woman,
she said, right,
yeah,
Hank?
she said.
I
Well,
did not say I was playing.
Amber, I don't know if you know this. We do support
She
women
said-
on this show, but
And
we
he-
gotta shock them when they
She
come
said
on.
you
It's part of it.
you can't hold it to her.
I've had 4 kids. I got
I
All
this.
right,
tell
okay,
you.
strap it on then, Amber.
I can tell you, I can't get her attention even to save my life.
Really?
We sit, our desks are like this. She's right there, I'm right here. And to get her attention, she's in her zone.
I'm working.
Watching
Yeah.
TV
I'm
on her
working
phone.
and I'm concentrating.
And she's typing and I said, Amber. Just like that. Nothing. Amber. She wants to know. I started throwing pieces of paper at her. Well, a little piece of paper too small.
I hit his golf
I
balls.
had some ping pong balls, and I'd pick up the ping pong ball and I'd pop her with the ping pong ball. I'd get her attention. So
I hit
I
him.
was trying to educate her
I hit him.
yesterday, and she. So finally, she gave me my ping pong ball because she had paper all over her desk where I was throwing notes at her.
Look, I've been hearing impaired for over 20 years now. Cut me some slack, okay?
No
Cut
wonder
me
we
some
can't get any
slack.
homeless in Crowley, Chris. They're playing over there. They're not even doing any real work. We need street performers.
I mean,
it
it's
wouldn't
not a
be-
bad idea.
If you watch us in the office, it is kind of a street performance.
Well, and that's my real issue with Crowley.
Hank's our street performer.
I go to
Yes.
Crowley, people ask me for money, and I'm like, yo, I got houses. You know what I mean? Like, if you want money from me, get homeless. You know.
But what is one thing you like in Crowley though? The first time you went.
Oh man, I used to. This girl used to cheat on her husband with me over there in
Oh, not
Crowley.
over there.
I was climbing her window, and dude, her husband had a roommate. It was real risky, so that kind of added to the flavor of it all for me.
mystery.
I don't know. What else, Crowley?
Oh, the place you went in Crowley.
Oh, the beautiful theater y'all have in
The Grand
downtown
Opera
Crowley.
Opera House.
The Grand Opera House. Now, have we booked this venue, Chris? Because we need to. We need to secure our date.
We have not booked it yet
All
because
right.
she got a lot of bookings at the time that we want to book it.
Well, who cares about them? This is an important
We have another
booking.
theater downtown that we can
Is
get
it?
you in.
Is it as nice?
I mean, it's historic. It's the Rice Theater. We're working on it.
It
The
sounds like
city owns
has there
it.
been
It's got a great
rodeos
sound
there? I
system.
don't want anywhere where there's been rodeos.
No,
No,
it was
no,
a
no.
theater.
Okay,
It's an actual theater.
Because we're trying to have the Chris Logan birthday bash, Chris Logan buried alive variety show. There's going to be comedy. There's going to be juggling. We're going to bring homeless. It's going to be out of control.
Hi. I mean, call us up. We'll get you
Okay.
the Rice Theater. We'll work with the city.
Well,
City
you got to
owns
work
the
with
theater.
the
We can
homeless.
fix you in.
Might kind of leave that one out.
All
They're
right,
working
don't
on
bring
it.
any
They got a new
homeless.
sound
Yeah,
system.
that's
right.
an issue downtown.
Well, we're going to have
We have-
comedians. Some of them are homeless, but I promise they'll leave after the show. Okay.
If you bring them in, bring them.
Can I get
You
that
bring
in
them
writing?
out of town.
Yes,
Bring them
yes.
out of town.
Okay.
Because the police department comes at about 6 o'clock in the morning and makes sure that we don't have homeless people on the street.
Is that right? And by the police department, you mean, what's his name? That guy?
Sorry.
Shout him out.
Troy.
Shout him out. Mr. Troy. Officer Troy.
Getting it done, man. But look, it is 8:23, and I got to say thanks for y'all to come hanging out with us again.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
So next Saturday, 9 o'clock, is there any information on website, any information on social media with what you have going on?
The
If people
best
want to go and
place to
check it.
go is our social media, our Facebook and Instagram, Crowley Main Street.
Okay.
Just look that up. That's where
Very easy.
there's a Kids Day event page. But everything's on our social media on those two platforms, and we're slowly posting to TikTok and
Oh, you can
and,
call my phone and I'll give you some useless information.
Okay.
And in all seriousness, I want to thank y'all. When you ride through Louisiana, Chris, especially people on road trips, a lot of the times you are going through these little small towns with these main streets. And I'm proud that in Louisiana, and especially in our little area, we cleaning these streets up. They're cute little pieces of history, and they should be preserved.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
And it says a lot about when you drive through Texas, Chris. You go through a lot of these little downtown areas, and a lot of them are decrepit. And then you pass judgment over the whole area. Well, when people drive through Crowley, they know we got it going on over here.
yeah, we're lucky. We have like 37 Main Street, official Main Streets in
Yes,
Louisiana,
and they're all very
and they're slowly
nice.
growing bigger. You know, we
Yes.
having more cities that want to join in, and you know, so we're very lucky to
So
have that.
y'all keep up the good work. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it here.
We appreciate it.
Awesome. Amber, Hank, appreciate y'all hanging. Next Saturday, go and check them out, the Kids Day. It's a free fun day, and you can learn more Crowley Main Street on social media. So we're going to check our weather with Dave Baker, and we're
about check?
going to be back.
Better get in that Dunkin' booth you want to check.
Okay, I have an idea. Instead of me and you be best, she goes, Brock can come be fresh.
It is 8:29, and we're back here inside the Power Hour, Planet Radio 106.7. Chris Logan, Brock White Lyons. Thanks again to Amber and Hank for hanging out. Main Street, Crowley, their kids event going on next weekend. Like 75 activities, man. It's going to be huge for them.
For the
Dunkin'
children.
booths to fun jumps, just all kind of stuff. There's like a game area. And if you have toddlers, they have like little smaller jumps that they can get into. That way,
it.
bigger kids not flipping them all over the place.
For the children, Chris.
Yep.
And a lot of it's free. They kept saying that. A lot of it's free. Get out there, ball on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing free these days. Go out there and enjoy the free stuff in Crowley.
Yep. Dude, I wanted to ask you, and I think we briefly talked about it, not on the air, maybe a couple or so weeks ago. I asked you if you were catching up or if you were watching Big Brother.
Yep. And I told you I love Big Brother. Me and my wife usually enjoy watching it. Unfortunately, it's not the type of show that you can catch up on, Chris.
It's true.
So I was offshore for like the first month of Big Brother. And then you don't want to catch, and it's also not the type of show you want to watch by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to watch with your spouse. That way you can gossip and you can talk about what you think people should do and this and that. So we fell behind on this season and weren't able to get into it, unfortunately.
Last night, Lauren Domingue, who she was the contestant from Lafayette, voted out the house.
Dang.
Yeah, voted
Got
out
rid
the
of
house.
it. Man, she should have cooked them something. Did she try that? Did she cook?
No, man. Like at first, I was really questioning her game.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and you're a Big Brother fan, like at the beginning of the season and as the season goes on, you can tell which contestants they'll follow more than others, right? Like you always get footage of maybe this person, that person, or these two people, or these alliances. And I found that Lauren was one of the contestants, the house guests, if you will, that didn't get a lot of camera time on the actual shows.
Interesting.
And then
Because she's very attractive. Usually those kind of girls
yes.
get some attention.
She's an attractive girl. She was, I think, next to the other one, Catherine. She was one of the youngest contestants in there. She was 22, and for me, that greenness, right, being young showed a lot,
Right.
because I thought she was gullible, and she really got behind one of the guys in the house, Vince. And Vince was one of the ones, they always have these, right? You always have that contestant that'll make like 20 alliances, and you got final twos with like 8 different people. So that was Vince. And she really believed him, and he used her a couple times. And then when it came time for him to really kind of back her, then that didn't really happen. And then like Vince had another deal with like another alliance, and he was getting close to this other girl called Morgan, and it kind of all came to a head this week. And then last night was double eviction night.
Ooh, those are the worst.
So Lauren, who was kind of up on the block, and her and this other girl, Ava, they're kind of in between 2 alliances. So there's like, I think there's 6 or 7 people left in the house. So they're kind of in between alliances. So of course they're the targets, right? So Lauren gets put up in the first hour last night, and they were doing the thing again where it's the Big Brother blockbuster where they put 3 people up on the block.
Right.
And then they compete. One gets to come off, and then they vote off the last 2. Well, she won the blockbuster, took herself off the block. And then double eviction came during the second hour of the show last night. They put her up, and then they voted her out.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
I kind of turned to become a fan for her.
Right.
Because she kind of started to realize that she was being used.
Yes.
So she was
And
standing
she
up for
started playing
herself.
the
She
game
was
a little bit.
competing. Yes.
But
And then they get her out.
22 is young.
It is.
It's especially for Big Brother. Most reality shows is all, early 20s, but Big Brother's more of a spectrum. And I bet the older contestants viewed her as less of a competitor and more of a pawn because she was younger. And that's just something we've all dealt with when we were young. I couldn't wait for people to treat me like a man. And
At what age did that happen?
well, I look very young, so it didn't, probably about Probably about 30.
About 30.
Before I started like getting the respect that I felt like I deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I looked like a little boy for a while, you know? And when in my teenage years, I looked like a little girl, Chris. And that was even worse.
Was your hair long? Like it was
my
right
hair
now?
was long. I had no facial hair, very soft skin.
I would really like to see a picture of that.
Like an ugly girl, though, not a pretty one. I'll get you some high school pictures.
Does your mom have pictures hanging around the house?
No, because she didn't like the way I dressed or wore my hair. So I don't know that she has any.
Rebel.
Yeah, she kind of. I remember writing a letter to the Rebel newspaper, the Turling's Rebel newspaper, which, by the way, is pretty racist, but whatever. We could talk about that another time whenever they put me on the Facebook page. But I wrote a letter, Chris, and I said, because I kept getting detentions for having long hair at Catholic school. And I was like, yo, Jesus had long hair. Like, we're supposed to be like Jesus. I'm out here trying to do my part, and y'all are sending me to detention. This is crazy. And they didn't publish it, believe it or not, Chris, because they knew that was the truth, and it would have started a revolution.
Yeah, they don't want no revolution. Did you try to have a beard like Jesus as well?
I couldn't grow a beard.
Oh.
So, like I said, I look very feminine.
Yeah. I couldn't grow a beard till probably I hit maybe like 28, 29.
Okay. Yeah, I still can't. I can grow like a goatee.
I got some stubble.
And some of the Facebook people might have noticed, where's Brock's goatee? Well, I nicked it, and then I had to.
Oh, your face is a little cleaner.
Yeah, I nicked it, and then I had to take it real short, and now I got to wait for it to grow back.
Also, today is, let's see, we know it's September 19th. Today's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, I heard about that.
Can you talk like a pirate? That's all I can do.
I guess so. Let me think. I need like a scenario to be able to be a pirate. Like, what is the pirate doing?
Let's say that you're a pirate and y'all commandeered. Is that what you would call
Commandeered, yes.
a ship, and you were y'all took some people from that other ship, and you're trying to make them walk the plank.
All right. Nope. You know what? I can't do it. Okay. I was gonna say something about booty. I was just looking for a way to. Thank you.
Pirate booty.
I was looking for like a little bit of a gay joke there, but I couldn't find it. So maybe next time.
Talk like a pirate day. And also, I saw this. This is definitely an story coming out of New Orleans, dude. I don't know what it is with all these dang, like, just weird criminal stories and stuff that people around here are doing. This is a headline from Fox8Live.com. New Orleans man sentenced to life for throwing human feces on Rayburn correctional officer.
How did he get a life sentence for that?
Let's see. New Orleans man sentenced to life for assaulting a correctional officer with human feces. Judge William H. Burris sentenced 37-year-old Tamarcus Porter on September 12th after a jury convicted him of battery of a correctional officer. The verdict came June 10th at the end of a 2-day trial. Testimony showed that during a security round at Rayburn, a correctional officer gave instructions to Porter, who ignored the order. Instead, Porter reached into his toilet, grabbed a handful of feces, and flung it at the officer, striking him in the face, arm, and leg.
Come on, dog. That's part of your job. Deal with it.
He'd have gotten a beat down from me.
Man, you don't deserve life in prison.
Turn the
for
cameras
that.
off.
Chris, you know what? I know about prison culture. I like to keep up with this. And something they're doing nowadays that I think is absolutely brilliant is called the doo-doo Glock. All right?
The doo-doo block?
The doo-doo Glock.
Glock.
Chris. So a Glock is a slang term for a gun, okay? In the rap community, the hip-hop community, okay? So in prison, obviously, you don't got guns, but you still want to rob people, right? So here's what you do. You get your tube of toothpaste, Chris. You empty it out. You use up all the toothpaste, right?
I think I know where you're going with this.
Now we need some doo-doo. We need some doo-doo. We need some other bodily fluid, whatever we got, whatever we can get to come out of our body. We put it in a cup, okay? And then we're going to fill up our toothpaste tube with it. And we're going to go next door to the homie's cell. And he's got ramen noodles, Chris. And we want the ramen noodles. All we've got is a doo-doo Glock. So we pull up in his cell, right? And we like, yo, give me your ramen, dog. And if not, I'm going to spray this doo-doo and other body fluid in your face. And they give up their ramen. Doo-doo Glock, Chris.
Okay. I learned something
So now
new
you
today.
know if you ever get locked up, you won't be. Thank you. The audience loves doo-doo Glocks.
or maybe it shouldn't be the audience. Maybe that should be breaking news.
That is breaking news. Yes. And if anyone is about to go in jail or anything, hit your boy up. I'll give you some lessons.
So what did I learn today? That right there.
How to make a doo-doo Glock.
But that's coming up at 9:50 this morning. What else do we have today? 8:39 here inside the Power Hour, Planet Radio 106.7. There was a couple things that I saw. One is this: Jimmy Kimmel reportedly looking for a way out of his ABC contract, according to a source. Says he wants to guest star on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert before he goes off the air.
Interesting. So it seems like if he was canceled, he could do whatever he wants, but they still have him under a contract.
It's so funny, kind of like what's going on, and I don't mean funny. That's not like that, but
Well, there's nothing funny about late night TV, Chris.
well, that's 100% the truth. But so like now, some of those who are on the left want to cancel Disney and ABC because of what they did to Jimmy Kimmel.
Go ahead, do it. Who cares? Cancel everything.
Right, but
Except
I
for
mean,
us.
but then the other side, remember, wanted to cancel Disney over this other stuff, and then that side was mad.
Poor,
this side,
poor
and
Disney's dude.
wait a minute, what can we not do, or what can we do?
Here's what I'll say, Disney. Have a backbone. How about that? Stand on your own principles to all of these businesses. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. What we all should be saying is none of these businesses have a backbone, Chris. They all just bend to whatever power is in place. And then the other side just turns into conspiracy theorists. It's crazy.
I think some of that is changing. And look, I get it. There's an argument over free speech, correct? And there's always that argument. And take Jimmy Kimmel out, right? I can pretty much say whatever I want.
Yes.
Pretty
much.
I can.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to use words that could possibly get me fined by the FCC.
Yes. Like yesterday, we learned I couldn't use the word for a female air being expelled from their body.
Right. So like, but like you can say it, but there's consequences,
Yeah,
right?
like I could say Laquifa
But like,
if
yes,
that was someone's name.
that's a name.
That's
right.
a name. I could say that.
But like, you take Jimmy Kimmel, whatever he said, and ABC said, nope, whatever, you went too far, you're fired.
Mm-hmm.
Like he worked for a private company.
Yes.
Right. And sometimes like I want to tell people like, okay, yes, you can say whatever you want, but sometimes there are some consequences. To
Yes.
that.
Like
if you want to drive 85 in a 25, you can.
Yes.
You might get stopped.
Yes. I'm very aware that I have a job outside of this. And the things that I say on this show, if my boss called me up and said, Brock, you're fired for the things you've said on the Power Hour.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to play the victim.
Right.
Right? I'd have to be like, okay, I was aware that I was taking that risk and I took that risk and I said those things.
Yep.
And either I'm going to stand on them or I'm going to apologize and try to get my job back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's private industry. That's how it goes.
You know, and the thing is too, like the fact that a police officer or a military personnel was not there to arrest Jimmy Kimmel comes in with the free speech thing. And look, no matter how you feel, if it's left, right, middle, up, down, whatever, you want to try some of this at your next office work meeting.
Say something fun.
Stand up in front of your whole entire company and say what's on your mind and just see what happens.
Say
See
there's
what
too many egg
happens.
rolls.
Like,
say there's too many egg rolls. Say that we shouldn't have boudin egg rolls. I dare you. I
say
dare
something
you.
and see what happens.
But now one problem I did have with the Jimmy Kimmel situation is the president of the FCC going on podcast.
Yeah,
and
that's
talking about Jimmy Kimmel and saying maybe he's in violation. If he's in violation, Chris, violate the man. If not, shut up. You shouldn't be on podcasts as the president of the FCC.
Yeah.
And the FCC famously doesn't let me say live all the time on Real Ones Radio,
Right.
so we don't have the best relationship as it is.
Yeah.
Now we're alive all the time, and they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, you are alive.
I'm
dude.
alive, bro. Prove me wrong. But you never know with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. It's not a challenge to the FBI or anyone else. Alive all the time is just a gimmick. Okay, please. Don't take that as a challenge.
Also, this is kind of in the headlines today. The new iPhone hit stores or hit Apple stores. 90% of Americans think that the new iPhone is overpriced.
How much is it? Do we have a price?
Cheapest iPhone 17. There's like I think there's an like regular. I don't know what's but it's just I think just an iPhone 17. Then there's another one, and then there's the iPhone 17 Pro Max. So the iPhone 17 is $800. This story here doesn't have how much the middle one costs. The Pro Max has 2 terabytes of storage, which is crazy, and it's $2,000.
Jeez, yeah, that's more than they usually are. Aren't they usually around like $1,200?
Somewhere around there. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you got it, you got it. This is weird that the first time Apple dropped the product and their stock plummeted. It's crazy. People really pushing back on this new. Just don't buy it if you don't like it. People are ridiculous, Chris. If you don't like the iPhone, just don't buy it. You don't have to start a website about it.
Don't buy it. Yeah. And if things are getting out of control, we just don't buy it, don't support it.
That's how you get rid of things. We live in a capitalism society. Luckily, so we have power.
Are you somebody that'll go out and buy the new technology? Like, do you have to have the new
not
phone?
A big technology guy. I don't even know.
AirPods.
I don't even know.
What do you have?
I don't know what this phone is. I couldn't tell you.
You have USB-C or Lightning on the bottom?
I have the old school charger.
Okay, so I'm guessing that might be like a
12, maybe.
I was going to say maybe like a no. I think
10 or 11.
No, dude, I think you got to be up to maybe like a 13.
It's right before it got the cool camera. I don't have the cool camera. See, I have less lenses than you.
Yeah, I got 3.
See that? I got 2. So I don't know, but you know what? It works for me. Yeah. And I like it. And I will get a new phone when this one breaks. That's usually when I get
Just so you wait until there's issues with that one, then you'll go get another one.
A lot of times I get blackout drunk, Chris, and lose my phone once every 5 years. And then I'll buy a new phone. That's how it works for me.
Also, what do you think about this? 1 in 8 Americans think that they could commit a serious crime and get away with it. You think you can commit a serious crime and get away with it?
I know. I mean, I have committed multiple serious crimes and gotten away with it, Chris. So I'm surprised by that number, 1 in 8. I think most Americans have committed a major crime. They just don't realize it because they decided that it wasn't that bad in their mind. But I mean, everybody's pulled that tag off a mattress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's literally a federal crime.
It says right there. I wanted to see also what they considered
a major crime,
a serious crime. And of course, there's not much more to read. It just says, do you think you could commit a serious crime without being caught by police? And all adults, 55% says definitely not. Let's see, 4% says definitely. You can also break down by region. Let's see what the South says.
I bet Louisiana's all like, yeah, we could do it.
22% say probably not. 57% says definitely not. 8% says probably. 9% not sure. 5% says definitely. So a little higher. Of all the regions, the South has 5% on definitely. The Northeast, 3%. Midwest, 2%. And in the West, 4%. So the South says, yeah, we can get away with it.
Yeah, the South rules. It is harder than ever to get away with anything. Mm-hmm. You know, I really respect people that cheat on their spouse these days because you can't just do that willy nilly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You're out there. You gotta get the new iPhone to cheat on your wife. You know what I'm saying? Because like you probably gotta like align satellites and stuff. You got to do all kind of crazy things to better cheat or to commit crimes these days, Chris. And I think that's not good. I think that we need to be able to do dirt privately and not get caught, but it just gets it out of our system. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Gets it out of your system.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
Look, I'm just saying, when we used to just better shoplift a little bit and not get caught, everyone was doing it. All right. Y'all can all act like y'all wasn't stealing from Walmart, but y'all were. And that was good for society to just get a little bit of crime out of your system. Because now people do big crimes, Chris. Yeah. Now they let it pent up, and then they do big crimes.
Ah, okay.
You used to just better steal a Zippo at Walgreens, and you were good for like a month. You know what I'm saying? You had that, you scratched that itch, you know? But now they got cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Now, they broke it down by gender, too. again, the question, do you think you could commit a serious crime without being caught by police?
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
I think that women think that they can get away with it more than men do. No. I thought maybe because they watch a lot of murder docs, they would all.
So 47% of men say probably not. 47% of men say definitely not. 63% of women say definitely not. Yep. 6% of men say definitely, and 3% of females say definitely.
Oh, those are my kind of girls. Yeah. Shout out to the Lindsay Lohan sample group right there. Those are my kind of girls.
Of course, they broke it down. Politics. Let's see. 55% of Democrats say that they can commit a serious crime and not be caught by police. 49% of independents say that they, or the answer is they will definitely not commit a crime. And then for Republicans, 64%. So
Republicans are criminals, is what you're saying?
Well, it says, okay, do you think you can commit a serious crime without being caught by police? 64% of Republicans say definitely not.
Well, maybe. Oh, they say definitely not.
Definitely not. 49% of independents say definitely not, and 55% of Democrats say definitely not.
So pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close.
Let's see. Age. Breaking it down. Dang, dude. 7% of the 18 to 29 demographic says definitely that they could. That's the highest.
Yeah, it's because they just coming off of being a kid. And child crime is the best, Chris. We all know that. You don't get in much trouble. It's the best.
Yep. So yeah, they kind of break it down, and I saw that this morning. I figured I'd talk about that with you. I figured you'd have some.
You know, I like
some
crime.
Experience.
You know,
there.
I like crime. You could talk. I think about it all the time. Like when I see people in prison and people judge these criminals and stuff, they just got caught, Chris. I could be in prison right now if I had just got caught doing any of the various crimes that I did. And I'm not. I'm free.
Yeah.
You know,
here you are, dude, doing a radio show and stuff.
I'm just lucky, though. That's all it is.
Also, I wanted to get to this, and it turns out that Mama was right.
Well, yeah. She's told y'all if y'all didn't stop doing all that gay stuff.
So Mama, back in the day, what did your grandma or your mama say during a thunderstorm? Were there things that y'all couldn't do during a thunderstorm?
Well, we learned this on our Mother's Day challenge, Chris. We asked one of our mothers, it was one of the questions, can you take a shower in a thunderstorm?
Okay.
And a lot of people think that that's an old wives' tale, but it's not. It's actually true. So Mama was correct when she said you cannot take a shower in a thunderstorm.
Yep. And the University of California at Berkeley Wellness says a tidbit that might save your life. During a thunderstorm, do not bathe or shower. If the building is struck by lightning, plumbing can conduct electricity. So that is true.
Now, most modern houses do not have metal plumbing. So if you live in a modern house like mine, you're fine. So keep that in mind.
And I'm not sure if you heard this. I remember hearing this back in the day, but we had a lot of landlines back in the 80s that you couldn't talk on the telephone when there was a thunderstorm as well, or very heavy lightning, because it could come through the phone.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I wouldn't think so.
Why?
What's the conductive measure? I don't know what the telephone wires are. It might not be. Metals conduce electricity at different levels. So typically for like a communication type device like that, the electrical current, the metal inside doesn't conduct a strong enough current to electrocute you.
To zap you.
Right. So I would imagine that the conductive material inside a phone line, and people probably think I'm really smart right now, wouldn't be strong enough to electrocute someone.
Wouldn't it be copper inside of there? So would copper not conduct electricity? Because
there's a lot of alloys we use, Chris.
And you like if people ground, if they ground electrical boxes or all that stuff, what do? They put that copper rod in the ground, and then that's how they.
But then you should be protected. If that's the case, you should be protected in a thunderstorm as well, because your foundation is grounded into the ground. So I don't know.
I still wouldn't try it.
Right. And I'll tell you,
still don't.
One thing Grandma was wrong about is my face did not stay like that. Told you.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm saying? My face can do all kind of stuff. It didn't stay like that. Also, I can crack my knuckles. Beautiful hands.
Look at those hands.
I've been
dude.
cracking my knuckles my whole life. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
them.
you're going to say, what was it? You get arthritis whenever you get
Yeah.
older. What else was some of wives' tales?
Also, I could do some of that gay stuff, and I turned out just fine.
and I mean, the way you were holding your
Yeah,
hand
I
right
mean,
there,
yeah.
you had that lip wrist.
I made it. I barely. Papa told us, y'all stop that.
So it is 8:54 here inside the Power Hour, Planet Radio 106.7. Just about time for us to wrap up the Power Hour, but we got more coming up. There's a couple other things that I wanted to talk about. We'll do it after 9. Man, it seems like, what was it yesterday? We were talking about ads, and we're talking about, I'm not sure if we talked about this on the air, if it was off the air. We were talking about ads on streaming platforms and how it's
Yes.
like what was TV back in the day.
Yes.
There's something else that it's a part of technology, and they say that they are also going to start running ads on their technology. So we'll talk about that coming up. I want to get your take on it. And there's also this, and I hate these stories or these surveys where they say things like this. So this is about back pain. If you have back pain, obviously you got to go to the official chiropractor of the morning show.
That's right.
That's Guillory Chiropractic. But back pain and your salary are connected.
Interesting.
Yes.
That makes sense, though.
Why?
Because manual labor jobs pay less than ones that are in office buildings. So I would imagine the lower your pay, the larger your back pain.
Okay.
But then there could be competing theories that people that sit in office chairs develop more back pain. But I say those people are weak because you never built a roof.
So we'll talk about that coming up. So we got that after 9. Also, we'll do what we learned today at 9:50. More coming up here inside the morning show, Planet Radio 106.7. Stay close. Facebook Live, I think we had the Bead King comment a couple times.
There's Jacob. Yeah.
Beadbusters, home of the Bead King.
Finally, an ad fit for the Bead King.
Jason says they proved the telephone line thing on Mythbusters. So wait, Jason, did they prove that you can get shocked? You can get shocked through a landline if the phone is.
I've seen a lot of the.
If there's a lightning storm, can you get shocked through the landline? That's what I want to know.
I know a lot of the things on Mythbusters have been busted, though. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like some of the things that they said were inaccurate.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Blake. Sorry, there was no video, but that was from. I muted it whenever we had the guest here, and they were about to leave, so I muted it for that
Yes,
conversation.
Hank's out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning from the Bead King. One location. There we go. Bead Busters. So thank y'all for checking out the Power Hour.
And if you want to know where the Bead King lives, just drive around till you see a big blow up outside of his house.
You can see it above the tree line.
Speaking of easy ways to do crime, you know.
So we are wrapping up the Power Hour, but if you want, we got some more stuff coming up after 9. You can listen on the radio at Planet Radio 106.7, or you can listen via our app. Download the app, go to the App Store, Google Play, search Listen to the Planet. If you're at work and you're on a desktop computer, go to listentotheplanet.com, and you can stream that way too. See ya.